Hey guys, it's Counterpouts here, and I thought I'd explain in greater detail what I am dealing with currently going on with the editing software. As you can see, I've got Premiere picked up right here on this monitor, and I could have done this, recording screen share, but it's just kind of pointless. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you what the heck I'm going through. My voice kind of sounds bad again. I'm currently sick, so yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So anyway, Life is Strange right here. Face cam. This is face cam. This is my video for the actual video, and then this is my voice. So that's basically what's going on here. The reason this is .mov is because I've been moving around the files, the file name or the file systems over and over again. I've been trying to find one that works, but it just hasn't been. I don't know what's going on with it, but every single thing recorded with OBS, specifically OBS, Premiere does not like OBS for some reason. If I move this over, which is not from OBS, this is from a game capture card. If we move it over, it imports it just fine. Guess what? Boom, and then it pops up down here. And we can move it and we can edit it all we want. If we want to move over this guy right here, this, you can put in our voice. As you can see, it's generating the peaks down there. It's doing fine. The second you try and move an OBS file, though, look, it stays on the import files. And guess what? The entire thing crashes. I've waited here. I set this up. Not responding. The entire thing crashes this out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Seriously. So either I'm going to have to find out how to get OBS to work, or I'm going to have to find another piece of software to record my face cam with, because this is ridiculous. I've sent it through Handbrake, I don't know, about like other 3 times. I've just moved it over to my my media disk, and look, I can't do anything. I gotta end the process, and now I can do it. Now, I moved over, like, this is, of course, I've got the 2 face cams. I'm gonna be doing it through Handbrake when you fix these, but I've been getting tired of re-encoding these videos every single time I need to edit them. So I have to have them moved over. As you can see, I'm currently moving them onto the laptop right now. The laptop, because I'm not having it run on my main computer. I'm just have it going over. I mean, that's my fault. It's some extra time I have to wait, but those are the 2. These 3 are just kind of pointless. I just haven't moved them off. But those 2 are the ones we're worried about right now, are the face cam in itself. I'm just kind of waiting for this, and we're gonna show the re-encoding process of it. For the makers of Handbrake, if any of you are watching this, you guys are freaking geniuses. I mean, we started up this sort of thing. We got two of the videos right now. One's Life is Strange, one's Doki Doki Literature Club. I have them set up to encode or re-encode. Right now it's about 3% complete. It's going to take about an hour for each video. It's just a long and time-consuming thing that I don't want to keep on doing every single time. But I really do not feel comfortable saying how many times this has saved me. This piece of software has saved me. I feel kind of embarrassed to admit how many times it has saved me, but it has saved me quite a lot in the past. And there I am right there in my coat, obviously recording. It goes to MOV, and that has nothing to do with it. It went to MP4 before, and we still had this exact same problem. And a lot of people were talking about constant bitrate and how Premiere only likes constant, it doesn't like variable. And I went back, and it is recording in CBR. Like, all of my settings seem like they should be working, but they're not. So I have no clue what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be, checking back in on you guys, letting you guys know sort of what I'm doing, and also what piece of software I decide on if I do decide to stop using OBS, because I mean, right now OBS seems like it's more of a liability than anything else. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is LaserFighter111. Welcome back to episode 4 of the editing tutorial. Now in this episode, we're gonna be taking a look at the process behind the brand new editing solution that I have, or I'm trying to come up with a solution anyway. These videos are unrelated. I think these are what we're going to be showing at the beginning of this video, so I can complain to you guys. But after that, this is going to be the update on that process. It's perfect that there was a problem solving, because again, I have a problem to solve, and I can go ahead and solve that while you guys are listening or while you guys are watching. So anyway, I wasn't even planning on recording a video today because I didn't really feel very well. But since I fixed it, I kind of wanted to do a testing. And, it could not work. It might not. I don't know. So anyway, I've changed up the recording a little bit. So instead of recording off of OBS for my face cam, I've instead recorded off of the built-in camera app that Windows 10 has. And over on my laptop over there. And it recorded in a very less than it usually did. It's about 3 gigabytes. Usually in OBS it would be, for an hour-long video, it would probably be like 14 gigabytes. And then, after that, I recorded the audio using OBS, which is why this blank thing right here, this is OBS. If we tried to put that into Premiere, it would not work. I showed you at the beginning trying to put in a file that was in Premiere before, or that was in OBS before into Premiere. It didn't work. It crashed it. So that's why we're using Sony Vegas Pro today to talk with this guy. So anyway, if we drag this over here into the Sony Vegas Pro project file, guess what? Sony Vegas Pro accepts it, and no problem whatsoever there. That's why Vegas Pro always gets you out of your problems. It's not crashing like Premiere Pro is. This is the Life is Strange 2 audio. Obviously, there's no way to record straight audio with OBS, but I mean, if there is, I have no idea what it is. But I don't think there is a way. And once it builds up the peaks here, we can actually kind of see it coming into play here. We can see the audio there. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit U and then delete. We can delete this track as well so that we only have the audio. We're going to render this as, actually we have to select in Sony Vegas. Is different than Premiere. We have to go ahead and select the entirety of the clip before we render. So render as, and then MP3 audio, highest BBR quality stereo, and it goes into edited. We can call it Life is Strange 2 audio. We'll call it. Anyway, it doesn't take long to render at all because it's not trying to render any video. So it's not going to take a long time at all to get this done. Of course, if we were to put this through Handbrake, it would be an hour long. So our time waiting around for re-encoding has definitely decreased. This is a workaround, and I imagine there are definitely faster and probably more efficient ways of dealing with this, but that's just what I do here on the Laserfighter 111 channel, or in this case, the Connor Pouch channel. My editing is very unorthodox, and it just works. That's all I'm saying. It just works. There's probably better ways to do it, but my ways at least work. All right, now it is now done. You can hear it make the noise. That means it's finished, so that means we can get out of Vegas. Go into our edited file. There it is, Life is Strange 2 audio. Let's move that back to the miscellaneous section, and then we can get rid of this as well as the SFK folder. So anyway, now we're left with this MP3 file, what we just used, the face cam, which was recorded by the camera, and I'm still on. I don't know if that's going to work or not. We have this. Obviously, I know that's going to work. That's going to import just fine, and then my voice. So yeah, let's go ahead and start up Premiere again, and let's see if this works. All right, so it's a blank project. There's nothing there but my face cam border. We're not going to confuse it. We're just going to move it. Oh, that makes me happier. Oh, that makes it happier. Makes me a lot happier. Look at that. It works. Okay, good. I did not put that through Handbrake. That was just off the built-in camera folder, and Premiere seems to have accepted it. My heart kind of dropped into my chest there because it took it a minute, but it is not crashing, and that is all we really care about. So, all right, I'm a little bit happier now, so at least that works. The way you do it's a real pain in the ass, though, and honestly, I wish there was a better way, but, you know. Anyway, we're just going to fill in the blanks with the other files that we know is working, and we're going to start editing this. Now, I feel like I didn't show the actual editing process for Life is Strange 2 in the last video, so I guess you could kind of think of this as a continuation of that. So yeah, we'll do that. All right, so the synchronizing process is a little bit different for a file like this. So yeah, let's go over that right now. So the audio on this is pretty much useless, and we don't really care about it. I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you. What is this? This is just... What's going on? My name is Lizard Fighter 101. Today, it is like the laptop audio, and that sounds terrible. So we don't like that. We don't like that at all. So we're gonna get rid of it just by unlinking there. And what we'll do is we're gonna grab the .wav file. Is that it? No, it's not. This is that. So that we can see, if we zoom in, we see our 5 little clap marks here. That's where we clapped. So I'm going to go ahead and just split her right down the middle there and hit the delete button. So we're going to go to where I start clapping. I don't know where that is, but you could scrub through this and not have it worry too much about it. Maybe. So if I do that, you could see, there we go. Now that's where I start clapping. So we're just gonna do that. You do a lot of clapping. This kind of steals it from Clapper, the Clapper, to keep the rest of the audios in link. So we're gonna do that. So there we go. That is that good. So now that we know those are linked together, we can now use the rest of the project for another thing. So anyway, if we go ahead and put the face where it needs to be, the face needs to be on top of everything else. So let's relink those. And what we could do is put, hold on, so that we don't lose it, because one of the things about Premiere is that if you have it on the same layer, it kind of messes up. Put that up below. I'm going to put this here. And again, it's going to sound really bad because of that weird voice. That's where the MP3 folder comes in that we just rendered out with Vegas. And we'll do this sort of thing with that. So now these can be unlinked. We'll delete this, move this back up. We'll link that together. So now that goes boom, boom, boom. Of Captain Spirit. And now you can actually hear me talking there. That's basically when I put my mouse over the icons, I say the icons out loud. That's how I know that what I'm looking at, so that way we can link it up a lot easier. And I'll show you how we do that real quick. I didn't show you that in the last few episodes, so yeah, that's a new thing I'm going to be showing you. So I'm just going to head and mess with the positioning right now so that I can see the screen a little bit better. Alrighty then, there we are. Now that looks good. I already showed you that. And the face and this guy down here is all linked up, so link that, and then this will link together. Okay, so you can see my mouse kind of hover over the Adventures of Captain Spirit there. So we'll go, as you can see, right down there. There's my mouse in the recording. We're going to split it there and stop it. Oh, what have I done? Now, where we see our audio, we can see me say The Adventures of Captain Spirit. You can hear me say that. All right. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, whatever. That is what I'm pointing my mouse at that time. So what we can do is move this back. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, Doki Doki Literature Club, Origin, Doki Doki Literature Club, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. You see what I did there? So you can kind of tell where my face is. You can kind of tell, or like where my mouse is. That's how we link it up. And that was actually pretty synchronized. And then that was synchronized with the clapping. And then what we're going to do is open up our sound settings in here. And we can actually see like the levels bounce up and down from the recording as well. That's another way you can do it, a visual. And yeah, so that was perfect. That was as synchronized as we're going to get. So that is essentially the way I do it. So what I'll do then is we'll go here, which is where I think the video starts, and we'll cut it. Boom. So now it starts. The video starts there. And so we'll just kind of go through the video, edit it as it needs to be, and yeah, it'll be pretty fun. So after that, it just gets closed off like any other normal video will. I probably won't export this with the software, but if I were going to, you'd go to File, Export, and then Media, and then this little dialog box is going to pop up. You can scrub through it in here, see what you're looking at. Export it. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I personally don't do this because I use Adobe Media Encoder because, I can use the queue, and if you want to learn more about Adobe Media Encoder, you can go ahead and check out the last video. But that's going to have to be it for today. My name is LisaFriday111. I know you can't really tell that this is any different, but it is different. It's a much more confusing process, but I guess that's what you have to do. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content, and I will see you guys later.